and me together again.
Bush.
No, we
Lovely
Hello.
chappy.
Sorry we're late. We've been chatting. We've been catching up. We
Talking
didn't realise how late.
like
Talking
old
about Matt's
ladies.
finger.
We didn't realise how late it
We're
was.
in Matt's
Finger.
back garden where the wall is, and we're sat there like
Yeah,
that.
not that. Not
Yeah,
that.
Guess
well,
what's
that
happening?
was 6 minutes past. We're sorry, everyone. We're very sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
We were chatting.
Wrong
So,
comma
yeah.
time. Wrong comma time. That's what we call it. Comma time.
Yeah.
Connor time.
So, welcome to episode 109 of ZSR. Hello, everyone. Hello.
I'll tell you what, Matt, you look good for 109, mate. You look good for
Yeah,
Do I?
Yeah.
I try. I do try. It's very trying. So, yeah. It's warm tonight, isn't it? Everyone warm
Well,
tonight?
I'll give you an example on mine. It's 97 outside. 97.
Oh, is it? We got flying ants everywhere outside at the moment in the garden. They just
Oh,
go
you want to
nuts.
get rid of the queen.
Yeah, flying ants
Yeah.
everywhere. All the seagulls go nuts. They're like, oh, food. It's like, oh, flying
Yeah.
food.
Horrible.
Oh,
Ants
oh
and
dear.
fly.
How's that? Kenny's
Kenny.
first.
Kelly's
Kenny.
first there.
Good.
Kieran's
Busy week.
second. Look at
Just
this.
saying before, we haven't spoke to each other all week. This is weird.
No,
No,
I've had a busy one.
no.
I've been crazy.
We've been
at work.
busy. Yeah, sorry. We had to catch up quickly for 10 minutes. So, hi, Kieran. How's Des?
Another Friday, Des. Yeah, another
Yeah,
Friday.
It was round quick, wasn't it?
He was eating fish and chips. Did you see that on Facebook?
Oh, yeah, they look nice.
That's
Yeah,
time
nice.
of his life, our Des. Time of his
You
life.
was sitting in a jacuzzi the other day. I was like, just living it up.
You see, you're going on holiday, fish and chips. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Holidays, oh god, it's like the
Yeah.
1980s. It's like the 1980s or something.
I bet he's feeling old because his daughter was 21 the other week. It was people at that 21, I think.
Oh,
yeah. Time goes, doesn't it?
Yeah, my oldest will be 19 in 2 months. Bloody hell.
19. Bloody hell.
TJC.
I subscribed to TJC. I didn't even know he had a channel. He said it on last week. Was it on ZSR? So I messaged him and said, "You've got a channel."
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Bloody hell,
He's been coy about it. Doesn't promote himself.
VIP.
Yeah, stick link in the chat.
Whatever Tez is currently eating.
Good evening, Matt.
I had a pot noodle. I had a pot noodle before.
Pot noodle. I couldn't cook anything hot tonight. I had some tuna wraps and some apple and some pickled onions. It's quite nice.
Pickled onions. I love pickled onions.
Strawberries and raspberries for dessert. You know me, a berry. I can't put a berry down. So.
Do you cover it?
No, nothing on it. Nothing.
No cream.
Sorry, I cut my finger, everyone. So I
worked. Yeah. Cut his finger. No.
My mouse finger. So be careful, everyone. Be careful.
No finger bob tonight, then.
I realise that.
You don't put cream on your.
No, I'm being good, Tez. I'm being very.
That's
good.
not being English.
Oh, but you can't lose
He'll come down here. He'll come down here next week, and he won't have any. He will have. He'll go just the jam, please.
I'll be on holiday next week. I said to Katrina already. I said I'm going. You have to stop me because I could have passed.
No, are you coming? Have a bit. Let yourself go a bit.
God, there'll be so much bread going around. I'll be like, no bread. I'll be like, I'll put all it back on.
I don't know about
you can have a cream tea. Do you put the cream on first, or the jam, then
that's
the cream?
A good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because I get you
I always lay the cream on first.
Yeah, it's like butter. Yeah, you use that like butter, then you put your jam on. You wouldn't make a jam butter. You wouldn't put the jam on first, and put the butter on after, would you? Really?
Yeah, shabby froze them, but I was waiting for him to react to that.
Some juicy sausage down the docks. Oh, I'm getting it.
Yeah, you like it.
Get those jokes in quick.
Scuba Pete's on this anime guy yesterday. Never heard of this guy, but obviously Scuba's in there. So I thought, I'll go in. I'll go in and watch him. Support our Scuba. And so we were talking about anime and manga. So I didn't last long because I thought, right. But anyway, I write a comment, and Scuba Pete goes, "Oh yeah, hi Shabby, all right." And this guy goes, "Oh, it looks like he's got like really long arms on this thing." So Scuba tells everybody in this stream, "Oh yeah, Shabby's arms are so long. When he hugged me, he wrapped around me twice." I was just like that, bloody. You know?
Yeah. I didn't know Scuba was into his manga.
Oh, Scuba's in. I tell you what,
Is
we can
he
watch a
into
show on
manga?
gardening. We'll watch a show on gardening, right? We'll just flick on the internet, gardening. Scuba Pete will be on it.
Everything.
Hi,
Tony. Hi, Tony.
He's awesome. I love Scuba Pete to pieces. I love him.
He's the best, isn't he, Pete?
Poppy.
And the lovely Leslie, of course.
Poppy.
He's in the chat, isn't he?
Hi, Rob.
Good old Rob. Hi, Rob.
Oh, yeah, happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope everybody had a nice 4th of July.
Very early.
I didn't celebrate. I can't. It makes me feel weird to celebrate. I shouldn't, you know.
Oh, you are.
They got rid of the British, didn't they? That was the point, wasn't it? When they got
I said, you to all my American buddies, you can have the day off.
Hi, Dino. How you doing, buddy?
I watched Flash. All right, Baz. I watched Flash Gordon. That was my 4th of July movie.
Flash Gordon. What did you say? Pardon? What did you say? Flash Gordon.
No, the Flash Gordon one.
Oh, Flash! I thought you said Flash.
I could have watched Born on the 4th of July because that's a great movie.
Oh, is it?
I haven't seen that in years.
Oh, it's good. I watched it last year. It's really good.
I've got 2 episodes left of the entire Black Mirror. I've watched them all this week. Me and Jen have just binged them.
Oh, I've got to binge loads more. I've got binge
from the very beginning. You mean from the very beginning?
No, I started at the new ones and went backwards. That's what I did. It's funny how the Americans. You can tell the way the Americans took over in the new ones because as it gets down and down, it's all British. I've just finished the one with the Prime Minister and the pig. I've just.
Oh my God, that's the first one. That's the one.
It's mad. It's mad, but it's a good story. You know, what would you do?
Oh, Charlie is a genius, isn't he?
He is. Some very clever stories, isn't it?
And he plays Spectrum.
Yeah. What do you think? Have you watched? What you think of the one with Aaron Paul in it? The space one. That is pretty grim, isn't it?
That was really good, and Josh Hartnett's in it as well. That one. That's
awesome.
The other one I like. The one with Fat Matt Damon in it. We call him Fat Matt Damon. Jesse Plemons. He looks like Matt Damon, but he's chubbier. Do you know?
Oh yeah, he's married to Kirsty. He's married to Kirsten Dunst.
Oh,
he was in that Star Trek one where he had his own world. That was awesome. That was a some real things.
Yeah, I've got a few more. I've got
Keith. Right, Keith.
Like Keith's posts on Facebook with his
Connor's here. Evening, Connor.
Toppers. Connor.
How you doing, Connor? How you doing? Tip of the cap to everyone. Tip of the cap.
Top of the
Talk
morning.
about caps. I'm wearing my cap in honour of Hollow Chronicles, R. Andy and Gary Moore. They just done.
I saw the picture. Yeah, I saw the picture.
You will not. I mean, I said to Andy and Gary, you've got to do a stream. You've got to tell the lads this because there's Star Wars collecting, and then there's what they found. So I'm not going to go into it. I want them to tell you this story. They've got hold of a haul that you just will not believe what's in there.
Did they go in together with it? Did they go in together with it or something?
Harry and Andy went in together, and it's a whole. They've kept. I was talking to them both a couple of nights ago in a private chat on Instagram. Some of the lads were in there, Scuba and Jeff and so forth. But honestly, what Andy and Gary have got is just ridiculous. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. All right. Is it vintage or modern? Everything?
All vintage.
But I'm not just talking vintage. There's things that this guy has got that you wouldn't even think of, and you've probably never seen again. And you'll be like, no.
What is it? All Star Wars?
Well, mostly all Star Wars, but there's some Indiana Jones in there. I don't want to go on about it because I want them to tell you. But if they ever come up with it, honestly, lads in the chat, you've got to watch Gary and Andy.
I think they posted their stuff on Facebook, didn't they? On vintage Star Wars.
Yeah, I saw a picture of them in the van together. Sort of
I saw
that.
Reminds it was all that.
Yeah. So hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit it. Hit it. You know you want it. Oh, wrong time. Hi, folks. Sorry, on the phone, so I can't tag him. Oh dear. What are you doing? What are you doing, Connor? What are you doing? Oh, look at this.
chocolate
chip. Hello, Mark.
Yeah.
Hello, Mark. What's he doing at the pub with the Irish brother-in-law? Wish me luck.
Oh.
Yeah, nice day like this. Hope you're outside in the gardens.
Get yourself some chips and gravy.
Yeah. Tennis is on.
Oh, yeah. Are you watching it? I watched it.
I watched the lovely Katie Bolter this week. Ooh. And who else did I watch?
Then you put cream on
the other lady, the British lady. But when the guys come on, I just flick over it like Henry and Andy. Not interested. No, Katie Bolter.
He's so screamed and he's so grunt like that.
Yeah, they do. They do show. So you've got the volume up loud. Balls, change your balls. Hi, Car. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Evening.
Hi, Darren.
Evening, Darren.
Robson.
Hit the go live, but I did. That was
sorry, 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we were chatting. Sorry.
Yeah.
Catching up, Des. We were catching up.
Yeah.
Talking about you, Des.
Martin.
Yeah, they got a new video out today. Been buying a bit more. I've been a bit of a dry patch now because I'm on holiday in a few weeks. So
yeah, I haven't done this in ages.
So yeah, I'm just you never know what you're going to find when you
a couple of weeks.
Nice.
London
Comic Con's on. Yeah, Comic Con's. Oh, Murray Morrison's there, isn't he? So.
Do you never fancy London Comic Con, lads? Do you never go to that one?
I used to go all the time, Shabby, when I used to costume. And then it's just too expensive. Yeah. Like hotels
What's it
are like
London Comic Con. Is it in the same place as where Celebration was, or is it?
No, it's in Olympia. It's in Olympia, which is Hammersmith area, it's like West London.
Yeah.
It's okay, but it's really hot in there because it's got a glass ceiling, so it gets really hot. It's got like a little wall around the top. But I used to get the days when it used to be Earl's Court, that was a lot better. The event there, it was a lot better because you could drive underneath and park and then straight up. In. This one's a little bit. There's a tube right next to Olympia, but it's 28 quid now, I think, to get in. It's 28 quid.
28 quid.
But the kids are about the same for kids. That's shocking, isn't it? Kids the same price. That's bad, isn't it? So yeah, I just can't deal with that anymore. So it's too many Funko Pops everywhere.
It's really fun.
Yeah, too many Funko Pops.
You could do cosplay. Just get dressed up as a Funko Pop.
I used to do the cosplay, and you could just put the biker scout helmet on, couldn't you, and pair of pants. Yeah. Might get some views. Oh look, the Gary.
There he is, the Gary. Gary.
He's got an Action Man thing this night. Look at that.
Very nice.
We should get Gary on. I know he's in America. We should get Gary on. He's been on. Who's he? He's been on Tim's stream, hasn't he? I think he's been on Tim's.
Yeah, I think
he's. I think where he is. I'm not going to say where he is, but he's about 2 hours behind me. So
1
o'clock in the afternoon. So if you can, that'd be awesome to get Gary on.
Yeah. We'd have to. We never. Yeah, it'd be nice to speak to him. Matt is looking refreshed.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's like a new penny.
A new penny.
Well, what did you think about your break then? Because I watched your video this week and you started off by saying, you've had a bit of a break and all that. Do you feel refreshed, ready to start again? Do you think sometimes you need I think sometimes you need a break.
You do. You do. I mean, I'll be on another break because I'll be on holiday in a week or so. But I mean,
My YouTube channel's been on a break for about 2 years now, hasn't
it?
You put a Spectrum video up every day.
Every day. But Spectrum.
Antagonise us every day with a Spectrum video.
They'll be back.
So they're actually putting some content up, aren't you? So.
John Baldry's sending me something, so there'll be a video there.
Here he is. It's Chippo. Evening. Yeah.
I know.
We used to talk about from. We never used to have it was the end of school disco, and you used to go out and drink cider and get pissed, and you were sick. You were sick down your leather piano key guitar. Remember that?
I've spoken to Chippo, and he's coming on the Sunday. It says because he doesn't do Facebook Messenger. I don't think. So.
Oh right, okay.
He's coming. Yeah.
Right, we'll have to book a table in.
We're meeting loads. We're having
he's
a
local,
little.
Isn't he? Yeah, he's local.
Yeah, he's kind of. I won't say where he lives because I know where he lives, but he's kind of. Yeah, Devon. I'll say he's Devon. He's not Plymouth.
He's Devon. He's almost Hot Fuzz area, Devon.
He's near.
He's near Hot Fuzz stuff.
Yeah. So it should be great.
That's gonna be loads of pictures, boys. Loads of pictures.
We're having a little. Yeah, there's going to be. So there's going to be. So far, we've got. Yeah, Luke, Taz, me, David. You know David, and Tippo. I won't say. I don't even say his real name. I know his real name, but I might keep it private.
I might even get Danny out. I was round his house last night.
My wife, of course, my wife is coming with us because she's gonna have to. She's
She wants. She's cool.
She wants to meet Taz. So
come in the room and walk around.
Well,
and then you've done it.
We're gonna pick. I plan to pick Taz up on the way so he can have a few.
Yeah.
You know what Taz is like. He likes a few, doesn't he? So,
I like a few. It only takes a few for me. I drank wine last night. I went around Danny's house.
You have to be good.
Played some games. I drank wine.
Okay.
I did it last week. I don't know whether you saw it on the Instagram. Me and Jen got plastered last week.
Oh, I saw that picture. Yeah.
What happened there? You let old G-Force down or something? You oversleep or something?
No, well, what it was I did USR here, ZSR. How many names? And then finished off, and then Jane walks in with a bottle of Morgan's and a bottle of gin and she goes, "Let's just have a party." And I thought, "Oh, right." So we get the karaoke machine out, blasted it, and I'm just making videos and sticking them on.
Yeah, I saw they were funny, man. Yeah. Gotta be done.
So hello to Keith. Hi, Keith again.
Keith. Mr. Guppy.
Oh, did I miss? Oh, I did. No, I did. I missed Scuba Pete. Sorry, Scuba. Sorry, look at that. Sorry, Scuba.
Talking about manga. I didn't know.
Anime Scuba. That's what we should call him.
Anime Scuba. Yeah.
He was learning anime.
I was learning anime. Yeah, I don't know much.
About it. Oh, look.
Here he is. Mr. Pot Noodle.
Have you ever watched this show with him? Have you ever watched it? You've got to watch it. You just got to sit there and watch that show for an hour.
Yeah. You stick it somewhere. Yeah, I won't say where.
Nuts program.
Yeah. Well, him and Peter. Yeah.
It's funny. These go off on the best tangents ever.
I was talking to Shanti in the comments, and I said, "I've watched it for half an hour, and I still can't work out what they're talking about." And Shanti goes, "We never have."
Hey. They'll just spend about 3 minutes making noises. It's like I'm up with
that. Here we go. Well, what did you all think of Indy 5?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
Sorry.
They can talk about
go
it.
with me now. I asked
Jen
and said no. I asked G-Force. G-Force said no. I was like, no one wants to go. No one wants to go.
Going again. So that means you've seen it. You've seen it once, Mark, and you're going to go and see it again. And then I heard Indy was spotted in Smith's.
Is he going again like you did for Last Jedi, where you went to see it and you couldn't work out whether you liked it or not? So you went to see it again.
Well, I thought it was really good. I've seen it once. I think some people like who's that Biker Kev, who's on Twitter, Biker Kev. He's gone and seen it like 4 or 5 times. He loves it.
He's a big fan, isn't he? Yeah.
Over here, I mean, for a 4-day weekend, 4th of July, trying to make 60 million.
Yeah, that other film's making more money. That are trying to the one about it's quite a serious subject, isn't it? It's about
Oppenheimer.
No. There's another one with the other. What's Jimmy Crevel, or Crevel, whatever his name is. one about smuggling people and stuff around, and stuff. There's that. Mel Gibson's directed it. It's one of Mel Gibson's.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's a movie you'd watch, but you'd watch it home, wouldn't you? You wouldn't really pay money to go and see that.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be doing better than an indie film. So
wow.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
You know what I might do? You know what I might do on Monday?
Yeah,
I might go in on Monday morning. I might go and see it on my own because no one wants to go and see it with me.
Yeah, I saw it on my own.
I can go and see it then. I don't like going to the cinema on my own. I feel.
I don't mind going on my own.
I don't mind being a shadow on my own, so I don't mind. Yeah, I like. I can sit where I want to sit. No one chewing food in your face in your ear, is there?
Yeah.
Actually, I saw The Last Crusade on my own.
There's David. There he is.
David. Fell out with me mate on the bus. I went to see it on my own.
I think that your best critic is yourself, innit? So I'm not going to say anything until I see it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say, well, it's bad or it's good. I'll wait till I see it.
Yeah. I was enthralled all the way through it. So I was reading today that, the young guy who played him, I forgot his name now. He's the Australian guy. What's
Young Indiana Jones?
Yeah, he played him in that film Age of Adeline. He played
Anthony M. Gruber.
He's in Dial of Destiny. He got a cameo, and he actually helped do the CGI bit at the beginning. He played the indie, and they put they did. When you watch it, you'll go, oh, he's quite young, and so that he did that, and he appears in. There's a scene in the film. He actually appears as he's got a mustache on and stuff. So he's actually he's friends with Harrison. So Harrison has got him in, get him.
Yeah.
I think he would have been great to do solo.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, I do like him. And what he's done is that the guy who's done the
if you watch Age of Adeline, it's a film where Blake
Lively,
Deadpool's missus. She gets electrocuted in 19 something, and she lives for she becomes a more. It's a good. It's a good film.
Was the de-aging stuff good? Because I've seen people.
It's all right.
They've taken an interview taken a couple of weeks ago with Harrison Ford, and they've de-aged. They've put a deep fake on it, and it looks like he was when he was young. There's people do it on the phones.
Yeah, there's some really good scenes in it where you can't really tell, and there's a couple that are a bit because they put a flash torch in front of his face. And the change in light is a bit you just take it for what it is. It's
I think it's good.
What's that? GeForce King of the Gauntlet runs.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's the king of the gauntlet.
Yeah. So you had too much to drink Friday night, and you didn't get up in time for him to go on.
I completely forgot until I saw it the day after, and I thought, "Oh, sugar, better."
Rick wasn't knocking on your door like, "Shabby, you ready?
You ready?"
He probably saw those videos and thought, "Yeah, Shabby's not getting up, no chance."
What's Gary saying? Oh, the hole.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, the big hole.
Honestly, I'm quite lucky. I've been behind the scenes listening to this for a few months now, and now it's actually happened, and I've seen the pictures and so forth. Honestly,
they've got to do a video on that.
Do a video all these. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
He's going to do a live stream. He's going to a live stream reveal.
There he is.
Andy.
There's GeForce. Yeah. Oh, Cameron's here. Hi, Cameron.
Cameron.
He's got a big haul as well. Cameron picked a few bits up this week. Nice. Saw it on Instagram. Very nice. Very nice. Look at this. The man himself.
Oh.
He's got a room tour up. I'll be watching that tonight.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it pop up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just
in a room tour, isn't he?
Looking a bit, he's looking svelte as well, isn't he?
Very
trim. Very trim.
No, he did a helmet tour before. Now he's doing a.
The helmet tour, that was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. I know. I saw pictures. I sort of went because everyone. There will be a video coming this weekend. I went to the. I went to the Tank Museum with my family, some of my parents and stuff, and I did a load of videos and loads of photos. So I'm editing it at the moment, and I put a few pictures up on Facebook.
It doesn't look like you. That's a picture next to a tank. But because you've lost so much weight, you look 10 times taller.
Yeah.
It's a very small. It's a one-person tank. That it's a very small tank.
You were the tank from Fury. The tank from Fury, wasn't that right?
Yeah, I saw that there's the Fury tank there, and there's the Warhorse tank. There's an actual tank they built.
Oh, Warhorse.
From Warhorse. It's a Mark 5. It's a. I like the First World War tanks. That shape, like we got in the Indy.
They filmed some of Warhorse down the road. They filmed it on the phone.
So I've got loads of footage, and there's me going. There's a trench as well where you walk through a trench they've rebuilt, and the sounds. So sorry. So I'm putting it together. So hopefully come out this weekend. So
cool.
My mother's in there. There's pictures of my mother. She's sitting there with me, standing with me. So it's my mother
driving off in the tank. Mum, come back! Turn the ignition off that tank.
There's Lobot. Hi, Lobot.
You both.
Me and Lobot have met.
Yeah, you met. I mean,
you were telling us before.
Lovely guy.
Has he got that thing round his head? Has he got that thing round his head?
What?
In real life? Yeah. That thing on his water.
Yeah, nice guy. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey.
Nice guys. I think he's like when I went to Joe Fest. It's lovely, and because we've spoke for all these years now, and everyone's got to know each other.
Yeah.
It feels natural, doesn't it? Just like I mate.
It's honest
guy. Yeah, honest
guy.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely like to go up to like Inverness and up that way, like with Des Day. That was very nice song.
Well, the Isle of Skye is where what the France came from. That's where it came from.
Was it?
Oh yeah, there was a bar there, and when I was staying in the hotel, I was learning how to do materials and cottons there for my work, and I worked in the bar there, and there was a sailor, and he looked old like that.
What the France?
You could have a vodka and peppermint, right? But he's a sailor, and he's about 70, this guy. So his missus would send him in with a note, right? And the note would say he can have one, or if it's a Friday, he can have two. That's it. Put him on, because he'd be there all night. So
David's having a picture with Hayley Atwell.
Oh, nice. So he'd charm me. Mark at the time. Mark, you look nice today and all that. And he was going to do ask for another drink. And you go, sorry, mate. Tina, his wife was called, I think. Your Tina's cut you off. And he'd go, what the French?
What the French? Is that what that's been?
I was 18 at the time.
You were learning suits in the Isle of Skye. I thought you had a job on Savile Row.
No. We wish it was Savile Row. No.
You never thought? I always tell my mates, Shabby used to work on, Hawks and Savile Row.
Oh, I wish that'd be awesome.
Scott's here. Hiya, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye.
I've been saying that since I was 18, so all that time. Unbelievable.
What's he saying? The building.
18.
Yeah.
That's
right. I've not worked in.
Oh look! He's here. Hi. How you doing? How you doing,
Hi, K.
I think BOE was at the Def Leppard concert the other night. I saw him on Instagram or whatever.
I saw. Yeah.
He was watching a bit of the old Def Leppard.
I've seen Def Leppard down here in
have you?
In the pavilions. Yeah, I got a Def Leppard plectrum. Chucked it in.
Oh. Did you catch it with your teeth? Did you?
Oh, they just chuck loads, yeah.
All right, they chuck loads. Sharia with plectrums, did they?
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, the choir boys.
Pardon? The what?
The choir boys were their support acts. Yeah, they were quite good too.
What are they? Are they metal or something or rock?
Or they're like a poor man's Poison.
Oh. Okay.
I had a girlfriend who it got me back into my cock rock.
Pardon?
Cock rock. 80s cock rock. It's cock rock. Spandex, 80s cock rock. There's a genre of music called cock rock. It is cock rock.
Do you like saying that word, don't you, Tess?
Cock rock. Come on. Come on. Cock rock would be like, maybe Guns N' Roses, maybe. Definitely 80s Aerosmith.
Like Gavin?
Def Leppard. White Snake.
Cock rock.
Cock rock. Yeah, it's the thing. Cock rock.
Knights of the Old. Good evening there. Welcome, sir.
Oh, Knights of the Old.
Knights of the Old Star Wars and Transformers display. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all there. It's all there.
It's all there. It's all there. It's all going to be. Yeah, it's all there. Oh, trying to find new people commenting. Oh, look, Brett's here. Hello, Brett. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Brett.
Just say hi. We appreciate the hi. Thank you, sir.
We do. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. God, my computer's going like bzzz, it can't deal with the heat. The heat. It's buzzing. Yeah, the fan's going. What's he saying? Mr. Chip Poe.
Mr. Chip Poe.
Mr. Chip Poe. Oh, Marco. Mark O is here. Hello, Mark. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Mark.
Did you ever see Mark in ages?
Yeah, wait, he was in last week, I think. He was in
last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
What did you say? I saw today. Ewoks.
It's like there's a whole thing about
9 Ewoks. Oh,
nice. 9 Ewoks.
Nice.
That kid must be about the same age as us now, eh? Caravan, when was that? 83, and he was what, about a bit older than us?
Yeah.
He's a bit old. Yeah, he's probably about 12, 13, wasn't he? Well, the all the little kids, because they were little kids, the sisters.
Yeah.
The little kids.
Oh, the man himself is here. Good evening, Tim.
Hi, Tim. I just watched this video of his loft conversion.
Loft. Yeah, we've got to see his loft. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How exciting.
Expanded.
It is. Brilliant, yeah.
It is, isn't it?
I might have to take some advice off loft conversions, you know. Gotta get this. Yeah, anyway, why is Tez talking about cock rot?
Are you making that up, Tez? Seriously, I have never heard of that at all, ever.
No, I've never heard that.
It was just
this chat's never heard of it.
Yeah, looking forward to the
Dogs to More, those types of bands. Alien Sex Fiend, those types of bands.
You've done it now, though. Look, Test Down the Dogs again, and BOE writes, Doc rhymes with...
Oh, right, yeah, got it.
Me also. No, we said hello to you, Dino. We did say hello to you at the beginning. We did say hello to you. Yeah. I try not to miss...
When you went to the toilet, Dino, and came back, you missed it.
We've got to get Dino on. We've got a range of time, haven't we?
Yeah, there's a load of people we've got to get on, but they all live in America, and it's a long time, isn't it? It's a long time.
Land of the free.
We got to do a late one, so we might have to do some late ones. We have talked about doing some weekend ones, haven't we? So
yeah.
But everyone likes our little slot, but then Tez works the weekend, don't you, Tez? Sometimes. So.
Not every week.
We've got to plan it.
You got to plan
it. Remember, there's 3 time zones here, so it depends.
3 time zones. I know. So, crazy, isn't it? Jumpy McClunky, how you doing, buddy?
Oh. No, I've not done it. I'm too scared to. It's great. The Great Escape. It's a good game. That is. It's a good game. Great Escape. Oh. See, I'm getting Spectrum requests. People do it.
Planes flying over. Oh, did I see? Oh, Gerard. Hello.
Gerard.
Hello.
Gerard.
Gerard. And someone's saying Gerard Miriam. Okay.
I'm Miriam's here.
Miriam. She watching. Hello. Okay. Hello. Indy 5, I enjoyed. Good.
Good. Yeah. That was ace. Helen and Dave last week was great.
Yeah. They had to sort the room out afterwards, by the sounds of it. Yeah. The cat attacked everything. Yeah.
You'll see more of DTM on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Jason, how you doing, buddy?
G'day, Jason. Oh, yeah.
Crikey.
I've got the Jason coin there. Look, ready. There you go.
Oh, look at that. Jason must be up very early. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Air Force. Yes.
Sound of Freedom. Okay.
The Sound of Freedom.
Hi, Matt's collection. He's just done a video on Bastille Shan, hasn't he? I've got to watch that because I really want that figure, that Black Series. I loved the original Black Series one, the 3/4-inch one they made. So.
Yeah.
Excellent. Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom. Is that
movie Matt was talking about? Sound of Freedom. It must be. It's about. Yeah, it's got to be.
I don't know. I was talking about Age of Adeline, wasn't I? That was the.
No, the one you were talking about now about the people that smuggling people, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Must be. Yeah. Sorry. What's he saying? Saying, oh, if you want to watch a decent film, then what? Yeah, I've watched The Covenant.
The Covenant.
What was The Covenant about? What was it about?
Oh, it's they're in Afghanistan or whatever. It's an op that goes a bit.
Oh, I saw the trailer. It does look good.
Huh?
Is it the Jake Gyllenhaal one where that guy goes with him?
Yeah, and the guy saves him and pushes him all the way back. Yeah, it's brilliant. And then he has to go back and help him out. And the guy who plays for Freelander, is in it as well. He's kind of at the end of it. So from The Boys, the actor he was in.
That Freelander.
He was in Banshee. He was in Banshee as well. He was the main copper in Banshee.
Oh, that New Zealand guy. I know him. The one with the blonde hair.
Yeah. He's not. He's that's all died. I think he's got dark. Yeah, he dies.
Yeah, but The Boys will start again soon, won't it?
Yeah, I've been watching Jack Ryan. That started the last series, so I've been watching that. Anyone watching that? No.
I watched the first season.
I watched the first season. Yeah.
All right. I love them all. I just
watched Chris Hemsworth's second one, that Extraction 2. It was better than the first one. It was
fun. Oh, nuts!
Awesome, isn't it? Awesome.
Oh, yeah. I watched it twice already. It's really good.
I think it's one of my favourite action films this year. I was saying to the guys at work, going, it's awesome. And it's like, what? What are you on about? No, when he gets his gun out and he's shooting at
the prison break. The prison break. And then they're on a train, then in a car, and then it goes on for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's all the way through it.
Yeah, I'm telling the guys at work, don't you understand? That guy is running with the camera and he's following on all the way. It's one shot. They're like, what?
Outside of a train and choppers. Oh, it's fantastic.
When he's shooting the train, when he's shooting the helicopters with the guns, that's just awesome.
Like better than
outside a building and everything.
Yeah. Oh man, it was great.
I know. I was watching us going, give him some, and I was like, oh, you get that carried away. You're like,
talking about action, have you heard that they're making Arnie's making Commando 2? Matrix is back. Yeah.
You sure?
No, it's happening. It's happening.
All right. Okay.
Commando 2 cock rock.
Commando 2 when the cock rocks.
Yeah. The trunk strikes back because he takes that big log with him everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can buy that as a figure, can't you? The trunk. Yeah.
Did you see that preview of him on Paramount where he's with Sylvester Stallone holding the Conan sword? Sylvester Stallone in his new reality show goes to see him. And he pulls out the Conan sword and they're all folding like that. He's like, no, like you hold it like this.
Yeah, didn't he do it in that documentary? He's doing you could still do it.
Documentary.
He needs to do another Conan, get Commando 2 out.
You gotta watch it. Yeah, King Conan. That's what we want, don't we?
King Conan, yeah.
To finish it off. Oh, what's he saying? Feels sorry for Harrison.
Yeah, it did drop, didn't it, Tony? I told you, by the way. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But listen, I'll make my own mind up. Like I said, when I see it,
you think it's people? There's a lot of people who haven't seen it are just slagging it off anyway. You know, it's Disney. It's just like,
did you take Josh to see a film on last Saturday or not? You didn't get a chance. You said you were
we went to Pizza Hut and stuff instead. And we were going to go to see Indy, but like he was like, it was too late, so no. He wanted to go to.
Tim's live streaming with Miko and John Biko, sorry, and
awesome.
Oh,
Is that on Tim's channel? Is that on Tim's channel?
I think it is. Yeah, it probably even if it won't be, he'll have a link to it when he's on his channel. I think it's Tim. Yeah, it should be fun.
Fun. In the sun.
All right, Kenny. See you soon, buddy. Thanks for coming.
No worries, Kenny. Thanks for coming along. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Indeed, Des. Indeed. Yeah. There's only 3 indie movies. Jason.
That's his opinion. If you don't like, that's the thing. I think.
Well, there's only 6 Star Wars movies.
Some people say there's only 3 Star Wars movies, Taz.
There's only 3 Alien movies.
Yeah, well, there is.
There's only 9 Carry On films. All the rest
you
of
sure? You sure?
Oh.
Hi there. Oh, hi Kevin. How you doing?
Hi, Kev.
Yeah.
I agree with Jason when he says that there's only 2 RoboCop movies.
Well, there's only one.
Oh, RoboCop 2 is awesome. RoboCop 2 is awesome.
Okay. It's okay. Yeah, because what's the name? Ivan Kershner directed it, didn't he? So it's
you got to give credit where credit's due. I love it. Phil Tippett again, come back for the animation. Love RoboCop 2.
I didn't mind the first one. What is it? Alden Ehrenreich? I think
he's all right. Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, I didn't mind him. Yeah. Yeah, I just thought he was a little bit short. Sorry, everyone. I thought he was a little bit short for Indy.
Indeed.
Yeah. Because he was the same height as I'm terrible with names tonight. Woody Harrelson was taller than him, and I thought, so yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
Talking about movies and TVs, that Secret Invasion is a slog, isn't it? I watched them.
It is. I'm like,
boring.
I haven't bothered yet. In fact, I haven't got Disney Plus at the moment.
They're saying it's the Andor of Marvel. I'm like,
I don't know, because I love Andor. It was brilliant, but it doesn't feel like it feels like they keep telling him how old and how battered he is and how this and not.
I've got a theory that I think there's 2 Furies, and one's there's the real Fury that wears the glasses, right?
Right.
And then parts of the film, parts of the series, Fury isn't got any glasses on. So I think that's another scroll. So I think the one with the glasses is Fury. One without glasses is a scroll.
I'll wait till it's finished and then I'll binge them all.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, it's Jonathan shall say himself. That's the thing. It's hard going. You're waiting for someone to, and that baddie man, he's overplaying it. Yeah, and you look about as tough as a wet mop. Do you know what I mean? I do like a big gun in my hand. Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. Is the Panzer V known as a Panther tank? Yeah, there's a Panther. Yeah, it's called. There's a Panther tank there. So there's some really cool paint jobs on some of the tanks. There's a lot of prototype tanks that were made one of a kind, and then they didn't make them. They were just like the end of the war, Second World War, and they didn't get made. But there's a nice sort of there's a nice setup in the corner of Afghanistan, like a camp, and it's all laid out, and the guys have got their beds, and they're all there. Like the calendars are up, and the magazines, and it's all laid out like they have a camp, and all the vehicles. They look walk around it, and you can see. And there's a guy that was actually serving in Afghanistan brought his duvet back, and what's the oh god, I'm terrible with names tonight. What's the sponge character? The SpongeBob. Yeah, this guy had a SpongeBob duvet, and he shows a picture of him in Afghanistan with it, and then it's on. He gave it, he donated it, and he
went to Afghanistan to keep warm. He put in his
duvet just to lie on top, and then he took it, brought it back, and gave it to him. And there's a picture of him. And it's just like things like that. It looks really good. It's in the video, so hopefully you'll watch it. So make sure you watch it. So I'm trying to big up my video. So, apart from Space Bridge shop, a decent vintage. No, there isn't really. No. All the shops. There were some shops in Poole, but they've gone. So Space Bridge is the nearest one. You've got all the cool stuff, which is in Fordham Bridge, but that's Dave Tree. But he sells a lot of Lego and modern Star Wars. So he does occasionally. He does his vintage furthest from on the Sunday. So that's where you want to come to. You want to come to the furthest from. So it could be content.
So it is, because I read the Secret Wars comic book when I was a kid in the 80s.
Yeah,
it was in the back of the Transformers comic. Is it based on that then? I can't imagine it is, because Iron Man's in it.
No, I don't read the comics, Tez. You're asking somebody who doesn't read comics.
Everybody's in the comics. All the Avengers are in the comics.
With it, it's all right, but And the bad guy puts me off. He's just like he's so overacting, and he's
knows what I'm talking about.
What Kravitz or the guy, the young guy? I'm not liking him much.
Like a guy you feel intimidated about or this about. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I'll stick with it.
Oh, I bet. Lots of
Like
steals in. Yeah, get your steals in. Get your steals in. Yeah.
I think I've got it.
Totally jealous of Matt meeting Fury. No. Oh well, you get to see it. It's got.
Yeah, you look like Brad Pitt or Shia LaBeouf.
When you see the video, there's a Brad Pitt head there, like a fake head. Yeah, well, they had to pretend he was, didn't they? When that, I don't want to spoil it for everyone, but at the end,
there's a Brad Pitt head. That's like the end. That's the end of 7 because he gets Gwyneth Paltrow's head in a box, doesn't he?
Did we see the head in the box? Did we see that?
It was the head in the box.
You saw the hair.
Did we see it though?
No, you just saw hair coming out, didn't you? That was it.
There's YouTube videos of there's thousands of it's the head of
cock rocks. It's by the sounds of it.
Yeah, people are no, I'm not making
we're out of touch, Shabby. We're out of touch.
This is stuff. If you were a raver in the 90s and you still listen to Def Leppard, people used to take the piss out of you and called you, you still listen to you?
Talking, I know. Why is he? I know. He always talks about things. Yeah.
God, you're not educate people.
Yeah.
Me and Tim like the door. Me and Tim love the Doors. Me and Tim.
Nice.
I'm getting a Diaclone robot base. Wow.
Doc Rhythms.
All right.
Phil's here. Evening, Phil. How you, Phil?
Yeah.
How you doing?
The
chat's jumping. Chat's jumping. Left coast. Well, hello.
What is this? Cock rock. Spandex, big hair.
Maybe
a bit of eye makeup. Yeah.
I thought that was glam rock.
No, that glam rock 70s. It's like
He certainly caught some in. I think he did.
Late 80s. Yeah.
Cock rock. Okay.
Yeah. I've got the retro collection box set too.
Oh, they're nice. Yeah.
Oh,
they are.
You saw my Stormtrooper.
Yeah, really thin cars.
Terrible. Just like the indie figures, they're all warped. They've gone back to kind of some sort of shape, but yeah, a lot of people are hating on the indie figures, aren't they? Really retro.
Well, Jim was on Target things, and they're coming out. The actual bubbles coming up.
Especially what's his name? Oh, Short Round. That one's notorious for bubble popping off.
Why don't they just do these? Because these are thick as hell. These ones are.
They're Ollie's at the moment for $4.99. That's it.
I know. I bought a Phoenix.
It's amazing. It's amazing how one different part of the company than another car. You think they just all go and say, use the same.
It's just like proper.
Speak. What you go? What
Especially
card?
Star Wars, because they know they're going to keep them when it's a card. You know,
on
the card.
They must be making them in a different factory. Those retros Marvel There must be a different factory.
No idea.
Well, they're putting another piece of card in the middle, aren't they? And it's like a 3-layer bit of card, isn't it? Those thick ones.
Those Indiana Jones retro ones that Rob sent, I do like them. I think I'm going to carry on finishing collecting those retros.
Yeah,
I've never had Indiana Jones.
I think that's all we're going to get, Shabby. I really do think that's all. We're not going to get any more retro. We're not going to get another wave. Yeah.
That's a shame. I don't know. They're just
Yeah.
The core audience. They're just like, come on. Do some more. Do like you had Luke in X-Wing Pilot, and you had Tarkin as well. We need some of those. You're like, he's been drinking my bread in the chat.
Oh, Jared loved it as well. Yeah, I think a lot of people love. A lot of people do.
I can't work it out.
You just need to go, Shabby, and see it.
I know. I really want to see it. I need to go and see it as well. I will.
Yeah,
it is. They're doing a definite. They're definitely going to do a number 3, aren't they? They're going to be doing a 3.
Is it like the new John Wick?
John Wick 4 was awesome. I love
I haven't seen John Wick 4 yet.
No, I haven't either. I've got it on Blu-ray. I've got it sitting downstairs.
I would say it's one of the best ones. Donnie Yen, though. Donnie Yen is superb.
Donnie Yen's in it, isn't he? Yeah. Johnny.
Yeah. Sorry, I've had a drink.
Yeah.
Charlie pretending to be great.
And if you're not drinking, what the hell are you doing?
I know. Extraction 2 is awesome. It is, yeah.
You have yet to see anybody that don't like it. It was a great film. Wow,
apart from Matt's mates at work.
Yeah,
like an old movie, doesn't it?
Just some guys that, don't really. They're so older guys that don't really watch much.
No way.
I never knew that, David.
I think
Die Hard's based on the 70s novel called Glass Tower. And it was going to be. It was going. Who was it going to start?
Oh no! Here we go. It's on the SW. Yeah, it's on.
Thank you, Tim. Right. Okay.
Yeah. John. Yeah.
I'm trying to think who was.
What's that saying? Honestly, enjoyed it as much as Raiders. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, people are putting it. I've seen people like doing like top 5 indie movies. People are putting it like third, putting it third.
Some guy I watched had it second. He had Temple of Doom, and then he had.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what? He put Raiders last. He put Raiders last.
Yeah. Weird. That's weird. Yeah. Even
I guess people. There's a lot of people younger than us, and they.
I think it's just the anti people on YouTube who just love to put these things down. Every video I've seen is just hate, and you just don't watch. When they say try this channel out, you just go, no, thank you, don't show me that channel anymore. You know, when they suggest you channels.
Yeah, I get fed up of those people bashing movies.
Yeah,
it's an easy click, isn't it? That's all they do. It's like
3 indie films, 7 Star Wars films, 2 Alien films. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Alien 3 assembled cut's quite good.
Yeah, they had the different cut.
It took me a good sort of 15 years to accept Alien 3 as a classic.
I like Resurrection. I quite like that as well.
I watched them all in a week though, so I can't really. Do you know what I mean? I can't really.
Yes, Spike is right. Frank Sinatra had the first option to star in the original Die Hard movie. That's what I was trying to remember. Frank Sinatra, yeah, but this was going to be set in the 70s, like in the early, I think the book came out in 69.
Sure, it is.
I think it was called the Glass Tower Die Hard novel.
There's only 6 episodes of Secret Invasion though in there, so it's quite a short series.
Okay. What's at 4? Are we 3 or 4? Was it 3?
Yeah, 3. So we're halfway through already, and it's not a lot's really happened, is it?
Not really. I mean, I'm going to stick with it because I don't like, there's only Willow I turned off after 2 episodes. Willow was garbage.
Yeah, I didn't see all Willow. Didn't see all any. I watched the first 2 and I was like, go along with it. Because he said something about indie. There we go. That's all right. Shabby doesn't like Last Jedi.
Because the Last Jedi is just. It's bum.
Have you not seen it? Have you not watched it again though?
No, I just won't do it because it frustrates.
I've watched it. I probably watched it about 10, 15 times.
It doesn't matter to me whether it was a Star Wars movie or not. It feels and looks like it was written by 4-year-olds. That's what it is. The story doesn't make any sense at all. It's like they just threw a bunch of crayons to kids and said, "Write Star Wars," and they all just went, "All right." Do you know what I mean? It's garbage.
Thank you. Yeah, we know we are. We started late and then we're trying to catch up. I'm trying to jump a lot of people's chat. I had to jump forward. I apologise if I missed you.
Yeah, don't like it.
Tony does not like it. No, there we go.
Nothing like it, says the comic book, Tony said.
No, yeah, I mean, I can't really remember the comic books. I remember being excited about it. And, Secret Invasion TV shows, absolutely nothing like the comic. Yeah, it was big. It was big.
See, now Biker likes it, so that's the thing.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Not seen Secret Invasion, don't plan to. Well, I wouldn't. Yeah.
It's just yeah.
I can't say we did it. We had silly dolls like that, like Barbie. Yeah, just things that.
Yeah. Just to give you some normality, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, normality when you walk back to your buck, innit? Yeah. Oh, Georgie's here. Evening, Georgie. Hi, Georgie. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Our guest is here. I can see him down there. You all right, Ryan?
Oh,
good. Yeah, he's good. He's giving me the wave. Good. Can't wait to get this going. First time on the stream.
First time.
So everyone be nice to him.
I think that he's taking a mick. The director's cut rating 3 is good.
He's here.
He's here.
He's probably into his takeaway.
Showing Jason's badge. That's Jason. Oh, cool.
Right, I'm just getting down to the bottom of the chat, and then we'll get Ryan on. So, you're right.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra was going to play John McClane in I think early 70s, or Steve McQueen. But then they made.
Actually, going to play Steve McQueen in Die Hard.
I must say hello to Rolando. Sorry, Rolando. You've been putting up the links.
It was Frank Sinatra. They were trying to make the adaptation of the book, and Frank Sinatra was a detective, but not like a yeehaw 80s detective. And then it was green lighted, but to Steve McQueen. But then he died.
Brian's here.
And then they did it in the 88. So there you go.
Right. We're going to get our guest on now. Yes.
Tidy up.
Oh, well, I'll just get him on and then he can introduce himself and we'll interrogate him. No, we'll interrogate him. It's too nice to. Right. Here we go. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh,
yes. Ryan. That's a Twitch channel. Ryan. Yes.
I've been watching Ryan for a while now on YouTube. He's a bit of a laugh. He's a bit of a character. He likes collecting.
So glad
Star
you
Wars.
said on YouTube though, because for a second there it sounded so creepy.
I've been watching
Ryan for a while.
Through the lounge window.
What do you think of my new sofa?
Well, actually, I have seen you at Echo Live because we all go to Echo Live, and I watched you on YouTube. And we usually there's a load of us that all gather and have a chit bag. And you did go past with some of the. I thought I recognise that voice.
Was that in February? Was that in February?
I don't know which. No, was it? I don't know which one you went. I can't which one.
I'm trying to think now. I can't remember which one I went to. I didn't go to the last one.
No, it would have been last year, wouldn't it? I guess.
October.
Yeah, I think that might have been it.
Well, give us the lowdown, Ryan. Tell us all about yourself, what you like, what you collect, and give the.
What's your name? Where did you come from?
Well, I'm an Aquarius. That should tell you everything you need to know about me, right? All right. Yeah, so I've been collecting since I was a kid. In fact, I actually found a printout from my dad's DOS computer the other day with a terribly misspelt thing. It was like, I currently have 97 Star Wars toys. I think I complete the collection when I'm 30, and I could do much better. Well,
you got that you got a printout, a physical printout of that.
Yeah, my dad seemed to have wasted that precious printer ink on saving that document.
Expensive in the 80s.
But so yeah, I've been collecting since I was a kid. Star Wars, Transformers, all those things really. Star Wars and Transformers are probably my main two loves. Yeah. Particularly as I've got older, vintage and 90s Star Wars. I think 90s Star Wars era is an era of Star Wars which doesn't get enough love.
Yeah, you're right.
As I call it, like the bantam era. So I started doing YouTube a little while ago because I was actually just boring everyone that I was talking to. So I thought I might as well bore people that actually click on it by their own fault. And then a friend of mine asked me to guest on his show, The Geek Week in Review. So I've been doing that now for quite a long time. That's on Sundays. Doing the old plug there, getting that in there. I did mention to the guys that you kind of do like we do, like three guys, and it's the magic numbers 3, isn't it? It's it's good, isn't it? Yeah. You do a little stream on Sundays. I'll put Ryan's channel in the description,
And you do stream the actual stream on your channel, which I think I watch it on yours, don't you? So
I do. Although, controversially, I'm now going to be off for 3 weeks because I'm off to the Greek islands for 2 weeks. So
have off.
I'm actually on holiday as well. But yeah,
I mean, I'm meant to be packing right now, but my missus let me just come out here.
Yeah,
a couple of t-shirts and a pair of shorts, isn't it? You know.
Yeah,
exactly. Well,
yeah. Just
I've been more thinking, what figures am I going to take some pictures on the beach with?
Yeah, you got to take the figures on holiday pictures, haven't you? Stormtroopers on the beach.
What figure do you like to take on holiday with you? Have you got a trusty figure?
Favorite vintage, favorite vintage.
Well, at the moment, it is sort of a vintage one, but I'm doing Ethan on tour. So yeah, I got a vintage Ethan Mon style figure.
Oh yes,
the next 17
guy. Yeah, we love him.
I absolutely love this figure. So I've started taking Ethan on tour. I don't know why, but there's something about him that's just fun. I think it's because he's a really solid figure as well. Like, if I felt like if I lost a Jawa in my pocket, I wouldn't know. But if I lost this, I would definitely notice it's gone.
Yeah, but Ryan, more importantly, mate, do you like gravy on your chips?
That's why you put that.
Yeah, we got one.
Now, this is controversial. This is controversial. So my other half is half northern. So by default, I have to say yes.
Yeah.
But
by default, you have to say yes. No, you have to just say yes, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It was pretty much written into our vows. So but you don't have sickness, health, and a love of gravy. I think was the exact.
You don't have to have gravy on your chips all the time, but you can agree that gravy on chips is good. It's good.
Well, controversial. I think if I was going to have gravy and chips, I would rather have gravy on the side so I could dip my chips into it.
Oh, you could be a dipper.
Blasphemic. What do you mean on the side?
Loads of salt and vinegar. Let me go soggy.
Well, I've had a lovely time, guys. Thank you very much for having me.
It's one of the most important questions we ask all our guests. I'm a dry chip man myself. I like a bit of salt and vinegar.
Matt doesn't even put cream on his
I can't have a wet chip. Sorry, I'm very adamant. No wet chips.
I need a sauce because my nickname is some of my friends is Sir Dips a lot because I will have a dip with anything.
That's his nickname.
Well,
I'm a doctor.
I love it. I love it. It's got to have a dip with chips. Chips.
What's your favourite dip then? What would yours is salad cream in it, Matt, on chips? You like?
Me and Matt salad cream.
Salad cream, I like a bit of salad cream, bit of mayonnaise. Yeah.
It depends because you can't beat a bit of ketchup, but then at 3 a.m, it's probably burger sauce. Like it depends on it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
See where I live in North Carolina, it's all barbecue sauces and there's tons of them. Every time you go to it, there's so much you can put on chips, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's like
it is just 50 different versions of barbecue. So hey man, you've seen a lot of BBQ sauces, right? But you've never tasted mine. Mine is the best one you've ever seen in the goddamn country. I can guarantee that.
Best fried chicken in the state.
Thank you for having me on, by the way, because it's really weird to be on a show that I watch.
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah, I find that really. I was saying to my friend Dave earlier, I was just like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going on at 9 and everything. He said, and I just said to him, it's really bizarre to be something you've watched for a while, and you start doing stuff yourself, and then you get asked to come on to be on something that you watch. It's very sort of
it's very kind of you to come on.
Shabby had that experience when he was on Crime Watch. They don't show Crime Watch anymore, do they?
It's true.
Yeah, as you can tell, Ryan, we do not take ourselves at all seriously, and we can. 1 minute we'll talk about a figure, and then we'll talk about food. There's no script or nothing on this thing. We just
they're the two main things in life, aren't they? So,
and people like talking about food and action figures. So.
People see F&F, they think friends and family, but it's food and figures. Let's be honest.
Food and figures,
So you're a big fan of the last 17 figures. You always on your YouTube, you're always sort of promoting them, aren't you? Have you got quite a few of those? Because I never sort of delved into them. So
I can quite proudly say I have got every single one of them.
Every single one of them, yeah.
Because I know you, one of them, and
you're a fan of
Solo's the other one.
Yeah, and of course you like Lee as well, because if you got Lee's playset, Lee.
Lee's always one.
Yeah,
I love that.
Sorry. Yeah.
We You've got that, haven't you?
Yeah, I got it, and well, Tez has got a prototype. There it is. If he doesn't try.
No, it's not the prototype. Well, no, it was the first. Yeah, because we've had Leon a few times.
It was a prototype.
No, I've got a prototype up there.
Oh, he's all right. Yeah,
but I got the first working model.
Made one. Okay,
he won't send me a box. I'm like, I need to put it away. I've got to keep it out all the time. Please send me a box.
Mine's in the box. There we go. If you want to buy.
Oh, is that what a box looks like?
That's what a box looks like, Tez. Yeah. So,
he won't work out where I put mine temporarily. It might be behind the shroud of mystery. I'm not really sure.
The shroud of mystery.
Because you've all got really lovely setups with like all your figures out, and it looks good, and the box.
Yeah.
And
what's
behind
here
is basically like when you're a kid. And someone's coming over and you hide everything behind a sheet. This is the adult version. So my bookcases are a nightmare. And the problem is it's about space, because I live in a small sort of rented flat, and so I've got to sort of keep working out how I'm going to display things.
It's difficult.
The problem is that becomes an ever long process.
We've had people on that in a garage, and they've got a bike in the background and bricks and a fridge, I
needed backgrounds, and I was like, everyone's doing all these fancy digital things. I went really basic. I went for bed sheets. Nearly
big, man.
Yeah, because I was like, this is the most sort of like 80s, 90s standard Argos design you could find, and I was like, I saw it in a charity shop, and I was like, I'm having that. But I've got Star Wars bed sheets, Batman ones, but they make really good backgrounds.
They do.
Well, that's why you do. Doing a YouTube channel is also a good way to display your figures forever, because they'll be on there forever.
Yeah, do you know what? I use that logic with some things that I'm sort of, when I'm on the fence of getting rid of something because of space or money, or just because I don't know how much I love it anymore. That's sort of the approach I've taken. I had the DC animated series Batwing, like the full scale with the 6-inch figures. It was absolutely massive, and I was just like, I'm never ever gonna have the space to display this. I've had it out of the box once, so I was like, well, the sensible thing to do is like, that's when I started getting into YouTube, it was like, if I actually film that and do a review and I have it on YouTube, then no matter that I don't own it anymore, I have part of it forever. So I can sort of go back to it, and so that's the sort of approach, because I've got a load of shorts coming out soon, because I traded a load of modern droids, because I had to have a real think about what I collect because of space, and I decided to part with my modern droids. So I traded with a guy. There's a guy on Facebook called the Yeti Cave, Sam Yeti Mottram. He's at Echo Base actually.
All right, okay, all right.
Really nice, really nice. If anyone's looking for stuff, I would really recommend them. Really fairly priced, but I did a bit of a trade for him, effectively, and stock-wise, because I've always wanted a vintage Millennium Falcon. And so he had one, and I was just like, so how much do you want a bunch of droids? So I'd have myself a vintage Falcon, so I'm happy with that. Because I got a 3D print of, the vehicle they never actually made, but they prototyped to go into the Falcon.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the guy.
I've actually got one of those, and I was like, but the problem is, interesting fact. So even though the 95 Falcon is pretty much the exact same mold as the original one, it's not entirely, because where they pimped the ride with it a little bit, and they put flashing lights in the end and stuff like that. It then can't dock in properly. So I wanted a vintage one, but I have got both of them, because I've still got my childhood 95 one and the vintage one, so I can actually make it now and give it. But I'm going to restore it and put it back to its full love.
No, we were talking about Indiana Jones 5. I've seen it, and I was giving my opinion. I love it. You've seen it, haven't you? What do you think about it?
Absolutely loved it.
You loved it.
I took my dad to go see it. Because I took my dad to go see it for Father's Day, and we came out. We had a great time. It's just an old school adventure, and I think the thing is, because I caught what you guys were saying before, and like, do mind the reflection.
That's all right. I got that as well. Don't worry.
But the
Shabby hasn't.
Like the modern films is, and why I try not be so negative on YouTube, is because it's almost like you're not allowed to have a good time anymore. Like, even if you enjoy something,
you have a good time.
You can't enjoy anything, can you?
No, and there's people comparing it to the old ones. And it's like, but they can't be like the old ones, because the old ones are the old ones.
It's a film of its period. It's a film of now, isn't it? You've got to take it for a film as it's made now.
Yeah.
So shabby.
I don't mind that though. It's like I say, if you've seen something, that's the only thing for me. This way people come out and be negative about something they've never seen,
and they haven't even seen it.
If one of the lads in here said, "Oh, Shabby, I've just been to see Indiana Jones and I couldn't stand it," then I'd listen to what he had to say. I wouldn't turn around and go, "No, you're wrong, mate," because I loved it and all that. I appreciate people's opinions.
Yeah.
It's only when people haven't seen something. And that's the thing for me.
It's the kind of attitude that people have. It's like, I mean, Disney films are hit and miss, and it's kind of like that attitude. It's like, oh, you'll just be spoon fed stuff that Disney give you with no questions asked. It's like, well, there's a very difference of like opinion on that.
Yeah. I did have a pitch for an idea to how to continue Indiana Jones. Might be a bit controversial, but here's my pitch for how you continue Indiana Jones. You continue it with the character Indiana Jones, but not Harrison Ford, but
different character.
Not as well. No, here's my pitch. It's not like a young Indiana Jones thing. It's actually, why don't we do a Clone Wars or Rebel style animated series? We have the character of Indiana Jones still, young, voiced by whoever it needs. Because let's be honest, Carrie Fisher didn't voice Leia in Rebels or anything like that, and no one had a problem. You could do a weekly thing. You can make it semi-educational because you can use real myths and things from around the world. Hasbro can be happy because they have a continuous toy line. Everyone wins.
It's the character. It's the character, isn't it? You don't have to.
I've always said that to you boys. I don't care about actors who play. I don't care who plays these characters. It's the characters I like. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't mind when Alden Ehrenreich played Solo. As long as you've got his mannerisms, I don't need any impression.
Swagger, it's swagger.
I loved that film. That was like crime caper Star Wars. I was like, yes.
Great movie. Great movie.
Randall, I watched it twice. So I've gone over it twice now. So it's got to be.
There's someone at the door. What you call it this time of night? Hold on.
Curry sauce on the side. Curry sauce on the side.
Crispy. I don't know. Maybe you're right, Ryan. It's just a northern thing, I suppose, isn't it? I couldn't imagine chips that maybe.
Because Shabby misses his pies living in America now, don't you, Shabby?
What I would do, honestly, boys, what I would do for a proper meat potato pie, oh God, you know. Jen my wife worked out how to make sausage roll, and she did it perfect. They came out awesome, but a proper meat potato pie or anything from my mum's house.
There you go. Man. Just sub to Ryan. There you go. You got one more subscriber. You'll probably get a few. You'll probably get a few. Everyone's pretty good. So the link's in the description.
I feel bad because they're gonna, if they subscribe today, they're gonna see nothing for like 2 and a bit weeks. But
that's all right. I was on holiday. I had a break for about a month. I just couldn't be asked. I said.
You came back with a couple of hot toys. You know, like in like, oh, I've been gone a month, but here's some really expensive top of the line figures.
Everyone in the one. They're expensive, and I don't buy expensive. I buy them at a reasonable price, or I get a deal on them. So that's what they say.
I think they seem expensive if you collect 3.75 inch or something, and you're still just getting the junker figures. Yeah, but I've been selling a lot of my collection to buy these. So I've been selling some of my stuff. You know, I've got loads of stuff in the loft that like the other day I went up and I've got stacked up of like ships. I went and bought all the ships when they were cheap, especially like the Force Awakens stuff and the Last Jedi stuff, and just got them. And you can get rid of them. They're quite easy. People still, because they're not making ships anymore. So are they? I had my Ewok village out earlier just because I wanted to play around with it, and I was just like, I got sad about that because like they're never going to make something like this again.
No, they won't. Why they can't make more vehicles and playsets? I know they're bringing out these little playsets, but they're not what I call playsets. So especially when you bring out a Mandalorian, you bring a bar out for a Mandalorian, you think, well, bar. Kids playing with a bar, they don't really.
We really kept the canteen, but it was still one of the favourites. But
canteen's a bit, but a bar, just a bar, and it just doesn't. Kids aren't going to be interested in that.
Is it because we've got no
nostalgia? It doesn't quite sit right either.
No. So you see that Legacy Falcon, and it's absolutely brilliant. But we always go back to the 79
the original,
there's just something special about it, isn't there?
Mild parsley sauce.
Parsley sauce, Jumpy.
Yeah, I could have that. I could have potty sauce and chips and a bit of cod. Be nice. Yeah.
HP, yeah, HP.
Chef, calm down.
HP, that's on your bacon sarnie, that is, Jason.
Yeah.
See,
you've also got to think about what with the play sets, what characters you're filling them with, because I always consider the Cantina play set the home of Snaggletooth, Greedo, Walrus Man, and Hammerhead. That was like why I wanted it so much as a kid. You got boring figures in it.
Popeyes. I like Bojangles. I don't like Popeyes. Or is it
the
the other way around?
These are American fast food places, aren't they? We don't have
These
over
are chicken
here.
places. These are
We've got
chicken
Popeyes in Chelmsford now.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't mean to brag or anything, but yeah, we got a Popeyes chicken.
I know there's a Wendy's, a couple of Wendy's now, aren't there?
You got Taco Bell in Plymouth. Taco Bell in Plymouth.
You can get a waffle. You get a waffle, right?
Yeah.
Then you get a chicken on it. Then cheese on the chicken. Then maple syrup on that, and then another waffle on top.
Yeah.
I sent outside a picture of it about 2 months ago. I thought, wow,
maple syrup on chicken.
So it's a waffle, chicken, fried chicken.
Yeah, but banana chicken like Caribbean style.
Waffle. So like,
it's the cheese addition to that whole mix that I find perplexing, but I'd give it a go.
I'd give it a go. No.
It sounds terribly unhealthy, so I'll count me in.
Yeah.
Great video.
I always like cheese in. I always like cheese in a tuna sandwich. Is that odd?
No,
I could do that. Cheese of any kind of
panini. You have a panini, can't you? Tuna sandwich.
It's always good.
Yeah.
I remember I had a Yorkshire girlfriend, and I went to see her in Yorkshire. This is donkeys years ago, and her mum made a crumpet with cheese with strawberry jam on it. And I thought, well, I tried it, and it was really nice.
A crumpet and cheese.
With a like she cut her own cheddar cheese.
No, I can do that.
Jam. And I thought, that's a bit weird, but I tried it and it was really good.
No, that's like me at Christmas. I like eating minced pies with a glass of whatever, tipple, and then cutting some cheese up, because that's how the Victorians used to eat.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Yeah, had it with cheese.
Yeah, there you go, Shabby. You could do a burger review every week. Ooh.
Yeah.
What's that got? Someone hiding my Sam Fox and Linda Lasardi posters. Oh, bit of retro there.
Yeah,
bit of retro. Yeah.
I was always Maria Whittaker was.
Oh, here we go. Maria
Whittaker was always
Kathy Lloyd.
Oh, she.
Yeah, but have you seen them now? Look at Sam Fox.
I don't want to see anything at the moment.
Look, check out Maria Whittaker. She's 52.
Don't put a naked picture. He would do that.
This video has been removed from YouTube for essential concerns.
It has a pair of tits in it. Well, there's more than one pair in here.
She's married to Rebel MC.
I want to tell you a story about Anne Marie. Right, my little brother, Rich. Me inside got a little brother called Richard, and he used to collect the page 3 newspapers, right? Collect them all, and he was only a kid at the time. How old was he? He'll tell me about 11, 12, and he loved the boobs in page 3. Well, my mum had found them. And what my mum did was she painted rabbits and stuff all over the boobs, made them into animals. He was gutted.
You can't. Show us your bunnies.
Oh man, brilliant!
I think it's more the image of just a mum sitting there going like, "What are you doing, mum?" Oh, I got a lot of work on tonight, son.
Yeah, I got a lot of rabbits to place.
Have a look there. Opens it up. My mum's turned them into rabbits and furry buddies.
I do like a Five Guys burger. I have been, but they are very expensive.
They're very expensive. You have to wait ages. You have to queue up. It's like Russia.
Well, they got like one bread a loaf on the shelf or something.
Yeah. One burger. 900 rupees.
You come up with some crazy things, Ted. You're crazy.
I don't know.
I don't think it's as bad as that.
I've done some hot rock and Russian.
Oh yeah, Dino likes it. He loves it. Even his son did as well, didn't he? I think they did a video. They're saying they enjoyed it.
Well, I didn't want to watch his video. I didn't know whether they were going to spoil it or not. I saw the video with him and his son, and I thought,
Brian subbed as well. He got 2 subs now.
You got 2 subs. You'll do all right.
Yeah, that means you've got to do videos now, Ryan. That means when you've got all these extra subs now.
God, I've got to work for free for a living.
He's been on holiday for 3 weeks. He's going to be busy when he comes back. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll just do that standard thing. I'll just send Instagram posts of my feet on a beach for 2 weeks.
That's like, have you got an OnlyFans thing on Twitter about your feet?
So what's it about then, the vintage figures? And what draws you just to those vintage figures? What is it? I mean,
big question. I think because when I was a kid, so I saw the figures before I saw the films.
Right.
My uncle in Swansea, he owned in Wales. He worked at a second-hand shop, like an antique shop, and we went down there one day, and he gave me a squid head and a Greedo, and then he gave me the poster with all the figures on the back. You know, like they want the yellow one. That's
got need.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like, but I was just blown away because it was so different to anything else I'd ever seen. This luminous green figure with a fish head and this grey figure which had like tentacles coming out of his face. You know, it was just this wonderful world. And then we went to Planet Hollywood for my sister's birthday not long after, and it was all about they had their Han Solo and Carbonite on the wall.
Yes.
And my dad hadn't seen Star Wars for quite a while, and he was like, and this is my imagination run wild by this description. He was like, oh yeah, there's a monster called Jabba. He kind of sort of pushes him into some rock. So I had this image in my head of like this big giant muscular 4-armed insectoid thing smashing a guy into a rock. And then actually Dad was like, oh, you know what, son, I think
we'll watch it.
Yeah, well the films came out were coming out on the special edition on the VHS. So we went to Woolworths at Lakeside and bought the box set.
Woolworths at Lakeside, yes.
But the catch was though I was allowed to choose one film out of the 3 to watch in the cinema because they'd been re-released in '97. So I chose Return of the Jedi quite wisely, and so I had the big finale on the big screen. So one of my earliest cinema memories is actually seeing Return of the Jedi on the big screen.
Oh man, you make me feel so old. You make me feel so old because I think I'm the only one out of the 3 who remembers seeing it in the cinema.
I remember thinking about like 78 for different people because like I worked out the other day. It sounds really stupid, but up until like in my mid-20s, probably like early 30s, I didn't realize that there was a different song at the end of Return of the Jedi because people would do the the Yub Yub song. Yub
Yub song.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard it before because my Star Wars was seeing it in the '97 version, so it had the orchestral theme and stuff like that. So I always assumed that the special edition version just added some extra planets to it, but that's what it always was. There's all these funny little things and it's I love Star Wars, but I will say that one of the worst things about Star Wars is the fans. Everyone gets so angry about everything all the time.
They do.
Yeah, we're all right, but it's like accessible. But people get very angry about stuff when it doesn't need to be. I think because I've been called not a real Star Wars fan because I've only seen I think maybe Empire in its original form. But the rest of them I've seen in their special edition form because
you can't. It's hard to see them now. It's hard to see them in the original form.
Well, I enjoy the special edition. Well, I enjoy the latest ones now, the Blu-ray, whatever they are. The
McClunky.
Yeah,
McClunky. Yeah.
I've still got my I've still got a tube TV with a VHS player built into it because I'm really good at letting things go, and I will get the original blue box VHS tapes at some point to watch them pre-special edition at some point.
It's really because up until '97 there was no question of who shot first. Up until then it was just like, oh no, that
look his video player.
It's like why is this a question? Yeah, Debbie does Dallas. You're gonna move that one. You're gonna move that one. Yeah.
Yes, anyone youngsters watching that is a video recorder. That is it.
It's a video recorder.
I had to explain that so my friend when my parents were moving, I was testing out the tube TV. I had to explain about the fact they were like, why can't you just start? I was rewinding a tape. And they would say, why can't you just start it again? So, well, I am starting it, but I have to rewind it. Like, no, just start it from the beginning. I'm like, no, I have to rewind it. I have to be kind to rewind, you
always have to rewind. Yeah.
I normally sit there with a Blockbuster hat on, to be fair, but I've packed it for holiday. So
very nice.
Yeah,
it was special Blockbusters.
It was never really about re-releases, was it, Blockbuster? It was always about what looks good, and you'd go with your mates, and this is awesome, and you'd have a proper chat, and then take a couple of movies.
Or you go in the bargain. You go in the bargain bins where they'd sell the ex-rental ones for like you were like three VHSs for a tenner.
There's still one left, isn't there, in America? There's one blockbuster left.
Yeah, it's called Bend. Oregon.
Oregon. I can't remember what it is.
Bend in Oregon, yeah. It's
that series.
On
there's a series. Angry Video Game Nerd went there, didn't he? Did a documentary on it years ago.
There was two left. There was one in Alaska, one in Oregon. I think the one in Alaska's gone now. It's just the one in Oregon.
Yeah.
That's it. But they've kept it more like a museum kind of thing. You know what I mean? When people go there just to see blockbuster, really. So.
Yeah. I would. If I had the money and the free time, I would definitely go to it just for the pure super nostalgia vibes.
Yeah, you're just never going to get it again. I mean, it's nice to have that nostalgia feel, but even if they brought one back, I don't think we'd go, but we wouldn't go every week. We'd go, oh yeah, this is awesome, and then that's it. You know, it's not worth bringing them back, is it?
I'm really old.
You're really old.
Well, good. I remember seeing. I was 9.
I remember seeing all 3 Star Wars films. They did a triple showing in the cinemas. That was after Return of the Jedi came out, so I think I watched it. Watching them. But I like watching them. I don't mind watching the special editions. So
no, I don't.
So I get quite a lot of abuse, Ryan, because I like the Last Jedi. So I don't mind the sequel.
Has some great scenes in it. That fight scene with the Praetorian Guards.
The best scene is the end credits. That was the best.
Shabby's only watched it once.
I watched it at least twice.
Yeah.
I watched it a couple of times.
I can't say I've watched the sequels in a while. Actually, I sat there today and thought I haven't watched any Star Wars film in a while, just because I'm too busy watching Disney Plus stuff.
Force Awakens started as such good promise. Do you remember seeing the trailer in November? 2014, and Finn came up out the sand. You're like, wow, the stormtrooper, like what?
And then the second trailer had grown men in tears with Han and Chewie. And I went to sit and the best thing about it was the aura. You know what I mean? The toys everyone's talking about again, that kind of thing.
That time period. That time period from November 2014 till the release of the Last Jedi was fantastic, and then it went.
Everyone was happy, and then they
I think it suffered from like a lack of predetermined story. That was the problem. At least they had locked in an idea. You can have different directors, but because I mean, the original trilogy doesn't all have the same director, But and I think the problem is, it was just so up and down regards to.
There was a vision. There was no vision.
Sorry,
there was no vision.
Brilliant. No, and they sort of missed a lot of opportunities. Like they made a big deal out of a stormtrooper that defected, and then they didn't really do anything with it.
No, and Snoke was really interesting as well. I found Snoke was like, who's Snoke? And it's like, we haven't really explained it.
He's basically like Keith from accounting. He's just there, Oh, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of things I enjoy about the sequels, but there's a lot of things I think. The thing I think I don't think they're necessarily bad movies, but I do think it's a shame that it didn't have the cohesiveness it should have done. That's what it's missing. That's the only thing, is it lacks a bit of cohesive story. Because really, you can watch Force Awakens to go straight into the Rise of Skywalker and not really know any different.
Yeah. And what I think we've discussed it quite a few times on here as well. What we were robbed as Star Wars fans is no scene with Han, Luke, Leia, and Chewie together. There was none. They just missed the trick completely. That's what you expected. From our 83, we've waited all this time. We're going to have a scene with them all together. They're going to be having a bouncing off each other. We're going to wisecracking. Hey kid, all that kind of stuff. We never got it. We never got it.
No,
it is a shame. But like I said, there was a lot of good things about it. I'm very curious to see the new Rey movie when it comes out. I think that's a good opportunity to get things sort of back on track story wise.
As long as it's are they gonna do? Is that going to be a trilogy or is that going to be a one-off? Because
one-off.
I think it's a one-off.
Depends how it goes, doesn't it? Depends what it's like. People have to see what the wallets, don't they?
She was Daisy Ridley was at the Indiana Jones premiere, wasn't she? And someone's filmed her chatting to Catherine on the balcony. You can see her. She's like mouthing. Someone thinks that she was asking about is it all going ahead? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, oh, great, smiles. And then the director.
Have I got a job next year?
The lady director who's going to be directing it is there as well, and just walks up, and then they're talking to all 3. So you're like, oh, it's definitely going ahead then. So,
that's good. But I think Disney does have a problem with over announcing stuff. There's this big thing now where everyone's got to announce like the next 10 plan, and then the problem is the minute that something doesn't go by that plan, everyone jumps on it. So it's like just stop announcing it. Just announce it when it's the next one coming out.
Just make a good story. That's
just put the trailer out.
Keep out your politics and your agendas. Just make a good story.
It does. Tony's got your he's got your cock rock, Ted.
Cock rock last time I gave me cock rock. Cock rock.
What rock? What as in rock? Do you mean?
Do you want me to get my guitar out and plug it in?
No.
Anyway, I want about.
You heard about Ryan Cock Rock? Or we've
no, he's younger than all of us. Cock rock.
No,
it's
like
your spandex, your big hair, you sort of late 80s American rock music.
Don't have the hair for that.
I think it's
basically the Peacemaker soundtrack.
I think you're in the wrong we're in the wrong area. But did you really know? I don't know what he's talking about there. So,
Ryan, what about your Transformer? Interest in Transformers? Are you G1 original, vintage, or do you collect the new stuff?
We'll give it to Tez to talk about that because me and Shabby don't have any.
Well, Shabby can transform them better than I can now, anyway.
Yeah, this is rare that I actually want to talk to about Transformers because normally every on the Geek Week the other guys they don't do Transformers.
They take the mick out of you quite a lot.
Oh no, come on!
Yeah,
I need to learn about Transformers.
Yeah,
G1's my favorite.
Marvel collectors, Marvel collectors.
I know.
Yeah.
Shooketh,
I think it's all Marvel nowadays. Well. It's not all Marvel, is it? Yeah.
But G1 Transformers is probably my favorite. I'm actually massive. You know the G1 cassettes? They're my absolute favorite. In fact, I've got this entire case actually full of G1 cassettes.
Oh my god, you're obsessed, man!
These are all like the knockoffs. Then there's the modern ones. Then there's the there's see-through ones and all the stuff like that.
Get some out. Show us them.
Do you follow the cassette guy on the cassette customized guys on Facebook who will make one into a giraffe? They'll make a Devastator out of cassettes.
Yeah, that's my friend. There's a friend of mine, Midori. She, her and her other half do a lot of them. So I actually run a cassette Transformers Facebook group. If you looking for a place to.
That's what I'm part of that. I'm doing that group. We've talked loads then, Ryan.
Yeah, that's my group.
Oh my god!
Tez was the one you all barred last week. He was that
way. Yeah, Tez gets banned from Facebook a lot for.
So do you run that group? Have you got the Devastator cassettes then?
I don't, unfortunately. So I've got a lot of the other ones. I have got. This ties in the love of two worlds. So they did a knockoff cassette of Rumble and Frenzy. In this beautiful
Renzi. Oh yeah! Oh, he's got. Oh my god!
I'm going to make you big. There we go. So
he's gold.
He's gold.
And so my friend Sai, he's got his own customizing called Custrans, and he makes his own sort of things. And he took the Auto Rooper Scout and he made it in R2D2 colors. So I've got my own.
Oh no, I've seen that one. I've seen that one somewhat. Oh yeah, I got I'm in the same circles.
Yeah, so it's Sai Custrans, his name is. He's on the group, but so he made that, which is awesome. So it's a love of two worlds for me. So now, screw your Hasbro crossovers. I've got my own C3PO and R2D2 cassettes.
Yeah, no, there's some really good custom Transformer guys out there. Really good. Like unbelievably amazing stuff.
The other thing I collect from Transformers is the Studio Series 86 figures.
86,
I've
got some of those. Yeah.
Good man, because that's like one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, I wasn't as traumatized as a kid about Optimus Prime as apparently most of the world was. But
it was hard. It was like we were used to seeing. Because I 86. I was 12, so I got upset, but I didn't bawl. But yeah, in the cartoon series, we were used to seeing Ironhide get shot by laser, Brawn get shot by laser, and then they might not be in the rest of the episode, but they would turn up the next episode and be fine. But for to have Megatron destroy Ratchet, Ironhide, Prowl, Brawn,
Savage,
Wheeljack, Windcharger, we were like, oh my god, this is as a kid, it was like there were like 8-year-olds crying behind me in the cinema. It was like,
all
yeah,
to
man,
the
I
sounds
you
of
pay,
80s
man.
glam rock.
All to the sound of Steve Bush, whatever. Yeah, all to the sound of cock rock music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Stan Bush.
Oh, you got that on a T-shirt.
The thing is, cock rock and then the song "You've Got the Touch" doesn't sound like a good combination, really, does it?
You have that on the back of your T-shirt.
Oh, I love the song. I love. I've got it on CD. I've got it on CD.
It is an awesome film soundtrack. So the Studio 86 line came out, and I was just like, yeah, that's going to be my one for it. And then I've got a thing about the giant city bots as well. I've got pretty much all of those. Yeah, I did manage to get the thrilling 30 Metroplex finally.
You got the big guy. Oh my god.
Yeah, I did get the new one, the Energon, Cybertron one, or whatever it was.
Oh, the blue one. The blue. It wasn't the blue one with wheels on.
Yeah, it was the one from the Cybertron series, which wasn't a series like I was, much enjoyed, but I really liked the figure. So I got one from Amazon. I was really happy about it, and then it arrived and it was absolutely smashed to bits. So I reviewed most of the bits I had of it.
Yeah.
The G1 one is still one of my favorites.
Because I kept all my childhood ones. I only what do I need now? I need Ramjet, and what's the other one I need? One of the triple changes. Springer. That's it. That's the two I need. That's the two I need to have. Because I'll only go with me. I'll collect the modern stuff as well. But when they started going to like 87, when the Transformers became unrecognizable in vehicle mode. Here's a bright purple, pink, yellow spaceship. It's like that's not a Transformer anymore. Or Pretenders, when the soap dishes where they were basically soap containers.
I quite liked those because I think my mum liked as well because I could put all the weapons in there and not lose them.
Oh, yeah, they're good. Yeah.
At my wedding, my best mate got me this as the present.
Oh, nice.
Oh, lovely.
Is that an original?
Yeah, my best mate, best mate John, he got it for me for my wedding present. He was just like, yeah, there you go.
What a best man.
I got my childhood one here, and I've got the box as well, but the boxes.
It's funny though, in the 86 side, they haven't done Optimus, Megatron, they haven't done Soundwave, none of them yet. So
no, they haven't. Yeah, they haven't done them.
It's my best man game is something like that. So
I think the thing is, they started being creative with that line because actually, when you look at it, the Insecticons they started doing in the new line.
The new 3 Bombshell. Yeah, they look great.
But they're basically studio series. It's funny. There's actually a couple of figures I've picked up that aren't studio series, but for my studio series sort of setup.
Like Starscream. Starscream came out in the normal, then he came out in the studio. It's the
same or RC. You can't get an RC studio line, but you can get a War of Cybertron with RC.
Oh, you can get an RC one. I've got the RC studio one.
I actually prefer the Kingdom one. I think I didn't pick up the studio series. I went and got the Kingdom one.
The Kingdom one.
I think I actually preferred it slightly to mold wise. Very similar, but
there's a place in Russell Rear that's doing. I just got the junking, and basically, and it's $35, and they put them down to $17.99, which is what about £14.
Oh, the Junticons,
that Ollie's again. Is that Ollie's? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Ross.
This is where they were doing the Black Series Captain Rex a couple of years ago for $2.99. That's it. All red and black box, $2.99. So
yeah. Spoiler.
So there was this 3D print company called Non-F Productions, and they did some good little parts, and so I've actually got like a custom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So it was like a different.
Is that the Headmaster version? Oh, the different
this is the Studio Series Retgar, with just extra bits on it. So like this whole bit sort of clips on here. They got the knee pads. You remove the spikes, and you add a new face.
All right, so makes sense. Not very, I guess without the spikes is not.
I've just realised. I think I talked to you, Ryan, on G1 Transformers Facebook group. One of the biggest one. I think I talked to you quite a lot on there.
Very possible.
I'm just like you must do. I'm the guy with all the. I do the yellow backgrounds. I'm a photographer. Yellow background. It's always yellow. People set the piss out of me. yellow background guy with the Transformers. Oh god!
Yeah, change your colour, Taz. Come on.
Well, no,
There's
I'm
nothing
doing.
particularly retro about yellow, though, isn't there?
Yeah, look,
Well, no, there
yellow
is. It's like
picture.
catalogue, but I've done.
You're very good at it, Taz. You're very good at it.
I've rephotographed all my Autobots with the yellow background, but now I've got to
Very
rephotograph
good.
all the Autobots was always yellow background because it's the art colour, and Decepticons were on their ship with the blue or the purple.
Blue.
So
the purpley blue kind of colour, wasn't it?
yeah, so I've got to love taking pictures of my toys.
Kingdom Legacy and Studio series.
Yeah, they are. That's why I like them, Brian. Exactly right. That's why I like them.
Kingdom Legacy Studio.
I've not seen the new Transformers movie either, Ryan. Is it? Have you seen it?
Sure.
I thought it was quite good fun. The thing is about the new Transformers movies, I go with it. It's like its own category. I call it smashy robot fun, because I'm not going particularly for story or even continuity. Bumblebee was an exception. That was very G1 in style, but the newer one, all the other ones, I always enjoy them because it is smashy robot fun. Just watching robots punch each other and smash into monuments. It's almost a bit like they say in Independence Day, oh, there goes the monuments and stuff like that's what I go for. But the new one, actually, I had a great
I've seen a lot of some of the action sequences, and it just looks fantastic. It does.
Well worth a watch. It's a good thing. Is it's bubblegum for the eyes, isn't it? It's not got any substance, but it's still enjoyable.
But they still should have done. I mean, you had Wheeljack as a VW camper, but hold on, they had a perfect Wheeljack in Bumblebee on Cybertron.
It's very confusing, with that whole thing.
Because they're basically retconned last night, haven't they? Because
morning, Peter. Morning.
Unicron was part of Earth in the last night. The Transformers would be, and then it's like, no, we'll forget that. We'll just start again.
I think this is so. Bumblebee was the soft reboot, and this is the sequel to Bumblebee. So this one's set in the 90s.
Yeah, and the soundtrack's amazing, isn't it? The soundtrack is a good 90s soundtrack.
They do good soundtracks, to be fair.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying hello to.
Wow, that's a good.
Oh, no, that's a good list. Nice. Yeah, I bet it's been Galvatron. I've not got Galvatron actually. I was never heard the name.
The thing is, though, it's like Bumblebee when it's all done like G1 trans. I'd love to see a movie just like that, just like tone down all the the Autobots.
Take the humans out, less humans. Just have more.
Awesome.
The link, his channel is in the description. Just pan down to the description, you'll see Ryan's and then Tez's and then Shabby's, and they're always in there. Always.
What do you think? Ryan Speaks Geek, but do be warned, there is a channel called Ryan Speaks Greek. I don't. But
I don't.
It's good to know there's no
kebabs.
It's close, isn't it? It's close.
Have you got an issue with people who buy KO Transformers? Because I don't.
No.
Isn't it funny? Because like you get someone buys a bit of repro. Oh, I bought a Ewok staff from a repro Ewok staff from the Wicket. You're gonna go to hell. But like you buy a Transformer that's KO, it's like, oh, is it good? Could you recommend one? It's like, go for it,
isn't it?
Go for it.
Well, that just highlights what I think slightly wrong with the whole collecting community, because collecting was originally because people collect things because they love something. That's why they're doing it. They're not doing it. The original collections were because someone appreciated something so much that they wanted to have that in their home. They wanted to make their own stories with these toys. That's what toys are. So you can make your own stories with those characters you love. But we've got into this thing now where it's all about keeping everything original. But at some point, everything original is going to disintegrate because it's all going to disappear at some point in time. And actually, isn't it better that people are more excited about keeping it going and talking about it and actually finding ways to make cool pictures and displays and stuff like that? And I think that's what it's really about.
Oh, there you go, Tez.
I didn't know that.
Just open.
You
can have chicken with cheese on it.
We'll go there next Saturday. Yeah.
I know, because and I collect a lot of the. I do collect a lot of the Stan Solo. I've got especially the droids. I've got some of them, and they're crazy. The crazy prices now. Oh, you've got a blue one.
I've got the whole lot. I'm again one of those guys who's got all of them. Yeah,
I got three. I got three of them. I got the ones I like. The colours. I like the red one and the green one, and the one with the translucent dome, the yellowy one. Is it yellow or greeny colour? I can't remember now.
The green one. Yeah.
Yeah, But here we go. He's got loads. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh my God! Whoa.
That pale blue one, that kind of minty blue one.
Yeah. This is actually. Do you remember when Network Orange, they had Star Wars Episode 3. They had the special edition phone.
Oh, with oh God, yeah, I remember that.
You can get these cases for like next to nothing on eBay. I find them at boot sale, so I've started picking them up because they make great storage things. So
they look very Star Warsy as well.
My mate used to work at the call office at Orange, and he's got loads of those. He was just like nicked them from work.
Orange Wednesdays.
Orange Wednesdays.
The cheapest way to go on a date is Orange Wednesdays.
Luke's getting low. He's getting well into his Lego. He's getting
well into it.
Lots of Transformers. Is that Matt? Do you have Fett Stan Solo RV? No.
Oh yes.
Oh, the chrome one. The one. The
coloured one.
I think he means that one.
Oh right, that's a cool one. No, I haven't got that one. No, I haven't got that one.
That was his son's suggestion. That one, funny enough, that came up from his son Stan, who is
his lad.
That was his suggestion, was to make a Boba Fett R2D2, and that's why we got that one.
No, he's made some quite cool Boba Fett figures now. They look pretty cool.
Oh, I'm good. I didn't get the Iconicon one. We were on Iconicon and everything.
We were presenting that. Yeah,
we didn't get one. I thought I might get one. But no, you can't get one for love nor money.
Yeah,
he's going to show one now, isn't he? He's going to have a show special.
Yeah, I am. Mate, this is like a bullseye. Let's have a look at what you could have won.
I know, Jason. Get one of them? His joys are going for like 200-300. A bit crazy.
Oh man, why didn't we? We were on Iconicon. We'll get 1 cent. We'll get 1 cent. We never got anything.
Do you know what thing I love most about this though? It reminds me of being a kid at Christmas, because Christmas decorations now are so fancy. But when I was a kid, they were all like this,
lead poison painted.
Glow in the dark even when there's no lights. That's the kind of Christmas decoration I want. That's why I love it so much.
If you got an Ula, I still got to get an Ula. An
Ula. Oh yeah, going back to Transformers, Ryan. As a kid, when you bought Optimus Prime, this is my original childhood one. You used to put roller in, and press the button. Yeah. And it would very rarely get out of the trailer.
Mine never did.
Did you do the thing? You unscrew it, take a bit of plastic off, and then it does that. Because that's what the Japanese version did. That's what the Diaclone version did. Hasbro put a little bit of plastic in there to stop it shooting that far. Because it went that far.
It aimed it at burglars. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Screw. Yeah. This is
Home Alone, more than meets the eye edition.
We didn't have the internet. We didn't have the internet back then. But it was like, I know if I take this apart, I can get rid of that bit of plastic.
I might try that on my one. I might give that a go. Yeah. The thing is, it isn't a box. However, my friend knows me well enough that he got me one that is complete with a box that has been opened. Because I can't do box. I unbox everything. Savage animal.
This one?
Oh, here we go. Oh,
there we go. Very rarely.
It's all going to fall down now. It's all going to fall down.
Where is it? Oh no, that's KO. That's KO.
He was never seen again.
Pull your pants up.
There we go. These are my original childhood boxes. I took out the sorry guys in America, the styrofoam from Optimus Prime, painted it yellow, and that was that became the base for Optimus Prime for the Ark. I got the Megatron, took the styrofoam out, painted it purple, and that became the backdrop for the Decepticons.
Nice. I turned every bit of polystyrene into Echo Base. To be fair, that was when my parents got a new TV. It was like the best day ever because I then suddenly had an instant Echo Base playset. Because obviously TVs used to get this big white cave. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's a squeaky styrofoam.
Terrible for the environment, but great to play with.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the environment.
Oh dear. He's saying
Dave Angel, Eco Warrior.
Hi.
I did get some proper Star Wars, I did really luck out recently. You know, you always have those items you think you're never going to get. I was very lucky. we got. Do you know? Have you guys heard of Nerd Base up in Battlesbridge?
Yes, it's a place
yeah.
I must venture to one day on a pilgrimage. So yes.
Well, when you do, let me know. I'll come and show you around. But
okay.
I got very lucky. I actually managed to get from Nerd Base. Again, coincidentally, I had a lot of stuff I was selling, and I traded them all in. But I got 3 of the droids.
Yeah.
Oh my word! Yeah, the droids.
Really happy with these. The funny thing is, so he's got his bag. None of them had the actual weapons, but none of these guys had weapons that weren't in the original line anyway. So it doesn't really bother me too much because he's got his bag. That's the main thing that's unique to him. But it's great. I just never thought I'd own any really, and I've come quite lucky. I've got all the Duloc, and I've got those.
Don't own any of the droids figures, and I love the cartoon. I love the cartoon. I love it. People hate it, but
it was mad. Like in '86, you used to find the droids on card backs, and the A-wing for like £3 in Woolworths. So it's like
Ewoks and the droids cartoons. I still remember. So
you could have bought the whole set for £10. Do you know what I mean? It's like £10.
Droids has an excellent theme song as well. But
yeah. It was the guy from Police did it, didn't he? So
it's the Stuart the drummer,
Stuart Copeland,
who also did the soundtrack for Spyro the Dragon. Interestingly enough,
but the droid Spectrum game is terrible. I've got.
I was going to ask you about that because you do like your Spectrum games, and I've got it, but I've never played it.
Oh, it's a walking simulator. Walk left, press the button. Walk right, press the button.
Sounds awesome.
Shabby, love it.
Absolutely loved that in lockdown. That would have been great.
Sounds like the most exciting game
walking
ever,
simulator. Yeah.
I know it's got 2 levels now, base. I can't wait to ever.
I've got a new Spectrum. I've got a new Spectrum friend.
Do you know what? Our friend, Spectrum friend. I've got our friend.
You've been chatting to each other for ages. And chat's always
so David the Dead. That's my friend Dave. Oh, Dave.
Dave.
One of our dear friends, Simon, he's got a YouTube channel that every now and again he loves Spectrum games, and he started doing speed runs of Spectrum games that absolutely no one plays. There was like, I'll send you the link to it because it's quite funny. But one of them is like about a mouse. I can't even remember. It's like, but it's a really obscure one, and it's
dude. I've got nearly 500 obscure Spectrum games on my channel, man. I love obscurity.
So I'll send it to you. But he was just talking about he was like, what can I do a speed running world record of? And he just started picking out like some Spectrum games. Literally, no one has put anything on YouTube about claiming it's the world record. So he just plays.
Man.
World record.
Ryan, when you've watched a Benny Hill Spectrum game, there's nothing else compares.
Benny Hill, that was a great game.
Nothing else compares. It does. The excitement really just goes.
These guys don't watch my Spectrum stuff. I'll go out my way to like do. This one especially for Shabby. I'll do play the He-Man games. I know someone's got it.
All right.
Right.
Good, Dave. You got a fan then. You got some fans. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, man.
Well, Dave's one of my very dearest friends, and Dave actually has possibly one of the best Star Wars collections I think I've ever seen. I'm not saying I know him, but genuinely, it's awesome. Like, it's in a spare room, and it is just bookcases all around, and it's got all the shelves are like film sort of like orientated, so it's like a Phantom Menace shelf and stuff like that. But then it's like sub-genres, so you've got like it's all like a story order, and then on the walls it's all the carded figures. It's absolutely dynamite, which is good because I can just live vicariously through Dave's collection because I don't get modern stuff, so I'll focus on the vintage. He'll focus on the new stuff.
Only one does that with his floating shelves.
Nick.
He'll painstakingly like put himself in pain about how he displays it. It's like, this isn't right, but then it's crossing over.
I love it. He just waffles in his room. It's just great. He just waffles.
Yeah.
You can get lost going through your stuff. I do love that feeling when you're just going through your stuff.
Yeah. You can be so brave to have it all out. He does it all out, all of it out. He doesn't have any of it, All his vehicles are out. It's great.
He doesn't have the shroud of mystery. He doesn't need that. He's got.
There is. I've never actually played Short Circuit on the Spectrum. I should do an Ocean game. Johnny Five's alive.
Spectrum
Yeah,
game you haven't played.
Breaking news.
There's some Spectrum games where I go, I'm not even worthy to play that. I can't even do a video on that. It's too
the same ones.
My very first video game was at primary school, and it was it Clucky Egg?
Chucky Egg.
Chucky Egg, yeah, that's it. That was my very first video game, and the very first time I ever used a computer. My primary school got one as part of a government grant thing or something. So we got to play that, and it's why it's always got fond memories. Like, I can see it in my head.
Yeah. I've always had the one with the two. The one with, I think Tez has had it on there with the 2 tanks, and you just move the turrets up and down and move them, move them back, and it's all different hills every time. And it's all like crazy.
Yeah.
You've got
I did that a couple of weeks ago. That one.
Power, or whatever you got to do, and the long.
Nice.
Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember
Tank
that
Attack.
There was a cancelled Star Wars Atari game as well, wasn't there? There was the Endor one. I think it never got released in the end. It was it was one that was set at Endor.
Yeah, it was. I think it was called Battle of Endor, wasn't it? It was. Yeah, it never actually.
Not to be confused with the 2 smash hit TV films.
No, I've got this one. Yeah, you like this one? This one
here we go.
good.
Here we go.
On the Atari.
Oh yeah.
I miss old video game boxes.
Oh,
or was it John calls it Space Camel?
Oh, Space on the Commodore 64 Space Camel. Yeah, it is. The Commodore came out with we would turn the assets into camels. It'll work now.
Don't do. Will it?
I swear that works. I don't care what anyone
says. It totally does.
Oh
my God, we're blowing.
I'm still taking my original Game Boy games with me because I still play the same games every time I go on holiday. Still got my same ones from when I was a kid. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I've still got all mine, man.
You got the original Game Boy, have you? The original, yeah.
I have got the original one. And I've got the see-through plastic one, the transparent plastic Game Boy.
Yeah.
But I play it on an SP now because of the backlit screen. Because because now I'm a tech snob and I'm really upgraded to the SP.
Do you know at university? I never owned a car when I was at university. That was from 93 to 96. But I wanted to 96. I wanted to go to a rave up in it was, I don't know, it was sort of a mid Wales. It was like a rave I needed to go to, and it was like I needed a car, so I swapped my original Game Boy for a mini Metro. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I did the paperwork and sent it off, and it was like because I'd swapped my Game Boy for. I took me and the lads went up to this rave. It was Ace, yeah, and then
back of a Game Boy.
But no, on the way back, the car broke down, so we just left it in a ditch.
Do you know what wouldn't have broken down? The Game Boy.
Yeah,
the Game Boy. Mini Metro. Mini Metro. All I can hear is Alan Partridge singing at Lynn. I'm not driving a Mini Metro. That's all I can hear in my head.
You're driving too fast.
Well, on that note, we've reached our allotted time again, everyone. So
that's gone quick.
It doesn't, it certainly does.
It does go quick, doesn't it?
You have a waffle, yeah.
It's usually don't let Tez talk about the Spectrum games because
Tez usually has a rant just before we finish.
You've used your allotted Spectrum time.
Absolutely, we don't talk about AI, so because Tez is
No, Tez is funny, man. I've seen these pictures.
Yeah, they're quite good now, aren't they? I'm like,
yeah, a man who doesn't like AI is now using
I am now pregnant with AI.
Yeah, so.
You're loads of sheep. Stop using it.
He's not even really there, is it? This is an AI video recording he's just put in place.
I do think I'm aware of that sometimes. So, everyone, thank you in the chat. Oh, Tony's just given me a super sticker.
Super chat. Look at that.
Thank you.
Tony.
Thank you, Tony. Pop that in right at the very end.
Mr. Mando.
Thank you very much. Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, so thank you, everyone, for putting the stuff in the chat tonight. It was
awesome, right? Thanks for coming on, man.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryan. Your first time.
stay on for a bit longer. We'll have a chit chat.
Well, we'll don't just we always have a little after thing chat, and then
so do we.
yeah, of course. Oh, everyone's commenting now. That's it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh,
So as I said, Ryan's link is in my description, and we've shared it on Instagram, haven't we? And we've shared it on Twitter, and haven't we? And I think I've done that, so you can find it somewhere. He's there. He's there. Ryan is on Sunday. I guess you're doing. Are you doing one this Sunday? You're off now, aren't you? You're not. Yeah.
I'm off, but I have done a recording for it.
Oh, pre-recording.
Well, it's sort of. I have weirdly just before we go. I have a thing where I do a fairly averagely good Winnie the Pooh impression.
Yes,
now
Winnie the Pooh.
Cocaine Bear is now the name of the character, and now because I wasn't going to be there for 3 weeks, we had several of the people who watch message me going, "Can you do a pre-recorded Cocaine Bear for the episode?" Cocaine Bear. So I sat there for like an hour yesterday, just finding the good speeches from films to put in as speakers Winnie the Pooh, and that's how I spent my evening.
I go in, there's worse things you can do. There's worse things you can do.
Sorry, you can see them?
Yeah, I was going to say before we go, we've got a special live stream on Wednesday on my channel. Remember the 2 tubs that we did? The tubs with the Star Wars, the tubs with the toys and the magazines and all that. Well, Si's now found loads of movie posters, loads of them. Wow. So we've got loads of guests on. We've got about. I'm not gonna. I'll put the poster out tonight. But everyone who said yes is confirming. I think, obviously, Matt's going to be on it. So it's going to be Wednesday, 8 o'clock UK,
Wednesday.
3 o'clock Eastern time on my
channel.
I'll
jump in the chat, Shabby.
There's loads of people coming on, so it'll be. We're going to talk. Si's going to pull these posters out. We're going to have a look at them, and we'll go from there. So.
That's awesome. I look forward to it. I'll watch that on the beach.
Tim's got a stream on Sunday, is that right?
Saturday, I think. Sunday. Yeah,
Sunday.
Tim's on Sunday.
And I'm on Pete's stream after Tim's on Sunday as well.
Nice. Or is it early morning? I don't know. Is it?
I think we said 9 p.m.
Oh.
Or was that Clash? Or
no, that's right. That's right.
You guys are gonna have to get like a whiteboard for like at the end of the episode, right?
Oh,
I'm gonna be on this show on this day. This day.
I haven't been on anybody else. It's crazy.
We're so in demand all the time, Ryan. It's unbelievable. I just can't.
Beat him off with a stick. Get off.
We are. Yeah. We just struggle all the time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well. Yeah. Just want to say thank you, Ryan, for coming on.
Next week we've got 2 awesome guests. Next week, ZSR, 2 guests lined up, so that's going to be awesome. So again, we've got someone who's a regular and someone who's only.
I know we're becoming more organised and getting guests, getting guests on it.
Pre-ordering guests.
Yeah, we're pre-ordering them before we. So it's good. Right, thank you, everyone. We're going to go now and rest our heads. Yes.
Rest our heads.
Cheerio.
Episode 110 next week. 110 already.
Yeah. And hopefully Tez will have sorted out his cock rot by next week. So,
well, I'm gonna
put some for that.
Poisoners and Choir Boys on and Def Leppard in a minute. So.
Tez, well, we're going for he says something else. Cheerio, everyone. Bye.
He said it. What's